Hey there, I hope you can hear me. I'm going to set I think that's going to work. I'm outside. It's one of these record-breaking hot days, but not as hot as it has been. I was laying in my bed and thinking about I am the only person that I can rely on to every day be here. I have a schedule of people who help me 2 days, 3 days a week for a couple or 3 hours at a time, which is great. But on these days the 4 days out of the 7 of a week, I need to rely on my own willpower and strength and energy, which is all we really have, because I'm really not into trying to get other people's energy to use for myself. It's been many years of realizing that that's a thing that we do here in life, not just people, but animals and plants. And the design of this realm is set up so that any system that is a unique energy signature, that it's its own individual thing, no matter what it is, needs continual resourcing of energy to continue living. And there's a process as a human of learning how to source your own energy without attempting to manipulate scenarios or situations or people or the flow of attention, emotion, all these things that people do to wrangle energy their way that's not from their own inner wellspring. That takes quite a lot of trials and errors and dedication and discipline and discernment to figure out how do you even just provide it for yourself without doing that. A lot of people will think that there is no way to do that's the game of life. It's the survival of the fittest, the dog-eat-dog world, etc. But on my path of coming to deep realizations and understandings, because I was being manipulated, I was being used for my energy in very clever ways that knocked me on my ass and impressed me in really not like a positive way, but just like, wow. I did not know how nuanced and serious this is. I'm peeling a pomelo. I do this for my dexterity. I have my feet on a mound of soil, and I'm sitting up to the edge of my wheelchair cushion so that my feet can properly sit, the soles of the feet on the soil. And so I'm kind of balancing as well as peeling this huge pomelo, which is a really good exercise of holding my balance, because my lower spine has been so fragile. That's why I wasn't even sure if I was going to be able to get out of bed today. And yesterday I was able to get up for 1 hour maybe. then I couldn't actually handle sitting anymore, because it's like, imagine standing on a broken foot. You don't want to do that. That's very painful. So because I can't constantly wear a brace around my back, and I have to twist and turn in bed while I'm resting, because I can't lay in one particular position and not move at all. And sometimes the past week, there have been instances where when I'm turning, my lower spine cracks and my tailbone feels compromised, and then now I'm dealing with these flare-ups and having to wear these ice packs that I have on right now when I'm up, to not make it worse, to exacerbate the injury. But yeah, no one can tell by my voice. They tell me that and how would you know? How would you know if a blind person was blind? By just talking to them on the phone, or what color hair somebody has. I don't know. People say I don't sound injured. It's been a long time. I've been paralyzed for 20 years and only diagnosed with this crazy ass situation for 3 years now. And I've had to adapt. And it's like I have no choice. I mean, I guess I do have a choice. We all have a choice, right? Like, I could have offed myself by now. So while I'm sitting here peeling this pomelo and recording this, trying to fit in as many things as I can in one sitting while I'm up. So when I'm done here, I'm going to rush back up to the patio where my little outdoor kitchen is, and make sure I have something to eat, because I'm going to have to lay right back down, because I am not going to torture myself by sitting up longer than my body can handle and making it worse. But once I lay down, that's like, I can't get back up unless, I have to. And it may be to have to go to the toilet, or it could be if there's an emergency. I hope not. But other than that, I'm going to be down for the count pretty soon. So this is my day, this 1 hour outside, peeling this and talking to you. My goal is to bring into this channel, this is my personal account, more of the wisdom and lessons, as uncomfortable as it is, because I know that an account like this of a woman, for most of the channel, was pretty performative. Although I wanted to be a help and a helping presence to people in the spinal cord injury community, as well as myself, and then also wanted to be a healthy presence for someone getting through being a highly sensitive individual in this world experience as a human. And I hadn't quite integrated a lot of the depth of what these things mean, and I needed to go through the process of these years, the past 10 years of making videos, of watching myself learn what authenticity really is. Because I thought I was being authentic in a lot of the videos that I made. But when I look back now, I can see I was very much just being performative. And because also the neurodivergent tendency to mask for my entire life, because I've been like this sunshiny presence, sweet, whimsical girl, bringing that energy to the world. You know, it was hard when I started to face the other side of that in myself and allow that integration to come through my personality, so that my authenticity includes the whole spectrum of who, the depth, the dark, the light, the shadow, the whimsy, the sorrow, all of it. And now someone who may not realize the path and what it is to be integrated, or go through great trials and come out the other side of a dark night of the soul or existential crisis or great tragedy. Joan of Arc is my spirit helper right now, maybe for a long time. She wasn't just only showing the cute side. It was about integrity and value and devotion and discipline and dedication and willpower and perseverance, and that's what I'm experiencing as real. I don't feel like entertaining is honest for myself. It's not, I don't have a job to entertain people. My responsibility to myself while I'm here is to remain as authentic and in my integrity of my personal essence of who I am before any of the programming of childhood, conditioning, school, society, whatever groups label this or that. Just strip all of that away and sit with who it is I am without any programming, without even astrology, with just sitting in the 0 point. Not even that I'm an Aquarius or that I was born in this year. Getting in touch with the essence of me before it entered into this body, with this body's DNA coding and experiences and memories and information that come from the combination of the fields of the biological parents and the environment. Just every day looking around and experiencing life and other people and reflection, and asking myself if I agree, like if I resonate with that or if I don't. And I've always said this, like I feel like in a petri dish, some sort of organism going around and sensing through its experience. Oh, this is too hot, this is too cold, this is just right, this is my environment, I like this, I like that. It's very basic like that. And I think spirituality for someone who has chronic injury or pain or illness is so important, because it gives, for myself, hi beautiful bird, I hear you. I hope you have some water. There's some over there in that dish. It gives me something to ponder and contemplate that takes me outside of the physical experience. And that's really important. And for a person like me, who's more like a critical thinker yet is naturally a mystic, I have a very organic, unique outlook on what is spirituality. What does it mean to have faith? What does it mean to have blind faith? What can I notice? How can I reconcile this experience? All of these things without adopting any other narrative. that was put down before you for you to just be spoon-fed and follow along with. That's not me. That's not me at all. And this independence and determination of finding my own deeper meaning of what it is to be alive, what it is to keep trying, what it is to, even if I feel like I'm so broken and my body just can't go on, getting up anyways and getting out into the sun, or even sitting up for 15 minutes and doing some sort of breath work and showing your physical body, your emotional body, yourself on the other layers, that there's a part of you that is connected to something greater, that has your back, that's not leaving. In 2016, I had a very interesting experience after my grandfather passed away. I had a very dark time. I didn't know what life was. I was in an existential crisis for months. I had to change my entire life. I just went into meditation, and then one day, months later, I had a very profound, spontaneous type of awakening thing. And ever since then, I feel that there's been something implemented, a part of me that has implemented into my psyche and my person here, that is helping me, that is a part of something greater and higher in octave, that helps me, that's like my big sister or my mother or my best friend, my beloved, beautiful angel, who is some part of me that usually just hovers around in the background, but in 2016 came down and fully integrated into me. And so I don't think if that hadn't happened, if something else hadn't happened, that I would be here right now, recording with this voice, because that aspect of myself and my psyche and my spirit is what has gotten me past these greatest nights of never-ending despair, of picking myself up out of the gutter, crawling my way out, broken bones and atrophy, and trying another day to be available to receive some sort of magic, some sort of next step that appears, and I place my foot upon and continued to be carried through. And I choose to believe that in doing that, not only am I helping the entire field of information to draw from for the human collective and for everybody, but I'm elevating a part of myself that is doing this for an important reason. So I'm going to end it there so I can eat and stretch my arms a little bit, because I need to do some sort of chi movement, my arms, tai chi, breathing while I'm sitting up, and then I'm going to go lay back down and be flat on my stomach for hours and hours, like 20 hours. And hopefully I'll be able to have an easy rest and a beautiful day tomorrow. I hope that you are finding your way through. It's unique for all of us to find our way through. And I don't think anybody should be shamed or attempted to be corrected for what they're doing to help get themselves through. If it's not hurting anybody else, let let them make up whatever story helps them. It is so heartbreaking when beliefs that can change are the reason why someone respects or feels love toward anyone. That is one of the biggest hardships about living here. All right, I will stop. Sending love. Bye.